Well, this is just a little pre-season scouting. Going up in the creek system, comes off the main river. First stop is I'm just looking around this little island, and I have found these killer trails. See if I can't get a better look at it. These killer trails coming up through here in and out of the water right there. And there's several of them out here close. It's going to be similar, just worn out from in and out of the water use. Don't know whether it's otter or nutria or beaver, but something's been spending a lot of time up here on this little island. I'm going to continue moving down, showing the sets or set locations potentially as I find them. I'm going to move on down the creek. I'm just going down through here in the creek, and it looks like a mink or something's using this log as a toilet. There's quite a bit of fecal matter along this log. Something's spending a good bit of time right here. Be a good spot up in here to put out a mink set in that box. But there's a good bit of poop all over this log. Just going down through here, just looking at all the logs and stuff to climb out, stuff to sit on, and I'm constantly looking for areas like this for sign. Definitely going to be some traps going in close to here when the season opens. Going to keep moving down, see if I find more sign. Just looking at another one of these little logs, stuff sitting on, pooping all over, and I can see in the mud in the bottom tracks and tail drags. You may not be able to see it, but I can see it plain. And just gonna keep looking. All these little logs got poop on top. Some good animal sign. Not seeing a lot of tracks on the bank, but I'm gonna keep heading down the creek. Finding good stuff so far. Finding some more sign. Just gonna keep going, filming everything, documenting where I'm gonna be placing sets. Right here. There's poop all over that log, and you may or may not be able to see the tracks right here. See the tracks right here at the end of my paddle. Pretty good sized tracks, but it's just poop all over these logs. Going to keep on moving down, just documenting and gathering up intel on how many sets I need to bring in when I do come in here. Keep moving down. I found some fresh otter sign where otters come in and out right here. Footprints a day or two old, but the water still pulled up fresh on the sand. This has been used sometime either last night or today. They've got a little shelf they've made all down through here. They're just rolling and playing. See some otter poop right up here next to the bushes, but right here would be a good spot to scoop out and bed a trap. Put that on a drowner cable out into deeper water. They're coming and going right here where this little dished out spot is right here. I'm gonna keep on moving down, show the sign as I see it, and trying to figure out how many sets I need to bring in when I do come. Just looking at the incredible amount of sign. It may not show up real great for video purposes, but there's gonna be a trap going right there. I mean, it's just beat down with otter tracks coming and going up in here on this sand spot. But just, oh my goodness. That right there is going to be about a guaranteed catch. There's going to be a trap bedded right there. A little bit offset, but it is just beat down. Going to be some good stuff going on in this creek. I'm going to hit this place pretty quick as soon as opening day gets here. I'm going to be in here. I'm going to move on down. It's another one of these spots. The ground is just worn out slick where everything's coming and going. It's gonna be a trap bedded right about in there. It's just a beat down trail. The ground is sandy and a little bit muddy, but you can just see the footholds they've got coming up through here to a trail going somewhere. But that's something big. I mean, either a beaver or an otter. There's going to be a trail set going in here, coming and going. Probably a pocket set close by. Just out looking. I'm liking what I'm finding so far. I'm going to keep moving. Well, I have found what I consider to be a great set. Got this old pipe that runs across this creek. And I'm going to try to move down through here. There's hair. See, there's hair all over it. And I'm going to find a way to make a set on top of it. There's scat down the top of the pipe. It's just going to be used like a log crossing set. It's just an old pipe. You can tell right here is the white sandy beach up in the rocks. And you can just look at all the white sand that's been drugged down through here on top of this pipe off their feet. Everything's crossing this pipe. I'm going to find a way to put a 220 up here on top of this pipe, even if I got to use magnets. But it is a beat up, beat down trail. Everything's crossing this. Looks like about a 16 to 20 inch diameter pipe. 16 to 20 inch diameter pipe. I should be able to get a 220 right up here on top of it, making it a walk-through set on this old pipe going across the creek. I don't know why it's here, but I'm going to use it to my advantage. I'm going to keep moving. This is going to be my turnaround spot, and I'm going to head back out. I'll film any more sign I find as I see it. We'll move on down. Found this killer little trail coming up through here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's just beat down. I'm going to put a 220 right there underneath that cross stick on a stabilizer right in that trail when season starts. I may put the 220 in a stabilizer right up here, and also bed a trap down here. But this is just beat down. Killer little trail coming out right here. It's not very wide, don't know what it is, but we'll find out. I'm gonna keep moving down. What I have in this creek is just a sharp end to a sandy bank and a rock pile with a vertical wall. Everything's not wanting to go in the water to go around it. Instead, they're coming up here on this white sand and going around it. I have everything from otter to what appears to be cat track right here. It's you can see the W on the back of the pad, and everything is just beating this trail up, going up this white sand. There's going to be a set here, I'll guarantee that. It's just too much sand. It's just with coon, otter here, otter right here, coon all in the mix, bobcat sign. Everything is coming around this sandy point. But this is going to be one of them places that catches time after time after time. There's going to be some traps going in here for sure. We'll keep moving down. It's going to be probably a glare off the sand, but another one of these white sandbars next to the creek. You can just tell the beaver slide, otter slides, mink sign, coon sign. Everything is spending time up here on this white sandbar. It's just incredible. It's going to be another money spot. Everything's using these white sandbars next to the beach. On the creek system here, there's just sign all over it and fresh. I'm going to keep moving down. This would be a great place for a pocket set, a dry land coon or otter set up on top of the sandbar, a drowning rig pulled out into deep water. pinch them off and do a trail set where they've got to come around the obstacles on the bank. It's going to happen here. I'm going to move on down. Found another one of these places you just can't pass up. There's going to be a trap going in right here. You can see it a little better here. There's a beat down trail coming out, going right up through here. You can see all the fur and sand drags coming and going. Otter do this a lot, in and out of a toilet that they make up here on these sandbars. There's a lot of fresh fur drags in the white sand, and the trail comes right up through here. There's going to be probably a Duke number 4 bedded right here on a drowner cable, pulled out here in the deep water. It's going to be a great little set. A lot of fresh sand. I'm going to keep moving down, documenting what I find.